Right, it pains me deeply to say this, but my origin story is messaging back and forth with Elijah Mundy and getting put on Chris Beardsley's Patreon. I still don't think that's a bad way to get started because the basics are the basics. It's very difficult to get them wrong. So when you're teaching someone, it's still very difficult to get them wrong. So if you've got a foundational knowledge, minimum, like Chris Beardsley does, he's going to put out foundational information that can help the vast majority of people. I don't want to, send you over to Chris Beardsley's Patreon because I don't want him to earn money through people, because I think he's a bit of a con artist. But I digress. It's very difficult if you kind of procrastinate about it, but just start looking at papers. The only difficult thing with looking at papers is you're thrown into the deep end in terms of the terminology and the wording they use. But there's no harm in going on people's social medias and trying to spotlight search for certain terms, teaching yourself the terms first, because then when you read the papers, they're spitting out all of these fancy terms that you don't understand. But then once you've gone and taught yourself them, you can read this whole paper and go, I know what this is trying to say. That's a very handy way of going straight into the deep end and just learning it all very quickly. But just like social media is so good for it at the minute, 'cause there's so many content creators that I wouldn't necessarily put myself as part of the SBL community, because I'm more into like the neuroscience and just the science of exercise as opposed to science-based lifting. Like, I don't care for programming, for example. But looking at people's social media is so beneficial, and even just messaging smaller creators. The majority of smaller creators, even myself, I reply to every message I get because I don't get many messages. I probably get one or two a week. So unless they're like full-on essays and they require a really in-depth answer, I answer all of them. So feel free to message me or comment whenever. I always do these comment like video replies, but message in your favorite creators too. If you like some content that someone's putting out, message them or comment, go, what does this mean? If they're a genuine creator and they actually want to help people, they're not going to belittle you for asking questions. They're going to want to educate you and help you.